I think when you just hop from video to video and YouTube to YouTube and you don't have like proper knowledge, that's how you get confused, especially in this industry. And no matter what asset class you invest in, even aside from forex, if you do stocks, if you do options, whatever the case may be, if you do not have proper knowledge or education, it's just so much that you can just miss. Okay. So, first and foremost, how many new people are there on the call? I just need to know, just so I know like the type of verbiage that I'm gonna be or how in depth I'm gonna go about a lot of things. We're gonna go in depth regardless, but if I need to break stuff down a little bit extra, I just need to know that ahead of time. So if you're new to the call, can you just please write that you're new in the chat? No, 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 no. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna tell you guys how this works. Um, when I share my chart, don't let it confuse. That's the first step, okay? Investing can be very, very, very intimidating, but when I say like you just break it down, you simplify it and take it step by step, it's like anything that you learn. I'm pretty sure when surgeons first became surgeons, they were like, oh my God, like before they went to medical school, they were like, all this information, what? And then now they can perform surgery with their eyes closed. All right, so that's how we approach the market. Welcome everybody that is new. I appreciate you guys for being here. Yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna recap the trades from last week, and then we're gonna go into the trades for this week. All right, how does that sound? Great. So last week, sorry, somebody was just FaceTiming me. Last week we went over. Share my screen. All right, so last week we literally went GU, EU, and gold had literally played out immediately. Do y'all remember what I had said about GJ and EJ before I start though?
De pronto fotos para ver, vamos a ver. ¿No te acuerdas cuándo fue? A ver, búscalo un...
I need to mute that person. Hold on. If you guys don't have a question, can you please mute yourselves, please? Perfect. Thanks. All right. So, what was the main thing that I said about GJ and EJ last week to look out for? Anybody?
The momentum.
Wait for the momentum to finish. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, let me pull up these charts. So, last week, GJ literally kept falling. All right. Literally kept falling. Like we were around like right here. This was a minor structure fib. This was where we were last week. And remember, I told you guys a pullback is coming, but we need to wait for that momentum to finish because the Friday before last was when we broke out of this. Okay. And let me drop down on minor structure. We had a break and retest up here, a beautiful break and retest. Because remember, GJ was consolidating for like a good 2 weeks in this whole triangular structure. Even though, for you guys that's new, we trade in the middle of consolidation around here, okay? But you have to understand the differentiation between major and minor structure, which is something that I teach and something that's very, very important, and how you can just really take advantage of the overall market. Okay, so GJ, we had that break and retest. That was literally 2 weeks ago. That Friday, the Friday before this past Friday, was when we literally broke. Okay, and we had all this bearish momentum on Friday. So when the market opened last week, remember I told you guys, wait for that bearish momentum to finish, just because I had a feeling it was going to keep dropping just because it was so strong at that point. I had a minor structure buy outside of the sell that was right here, just because it was clear as day divergence right here. And then all it did was break and retest for this buy right here. Literally, it hit our negative 61.8 on minor structure. So this was a break, retest. This was Wednesday, actually. It was a break and a retest here. Literally came up for this minor structure. It's so funny. One of my students, her name's Faith, she was like, somebody's like, are y'all gonna hold this? She was like, oh no, I hit my negative 61.8. I'm out. And I just thought it was super cute. But
Facts.
I saw that message, girl. I was like,
You're
that's
not getting nothing back.
okay, period. But so this happened literally Wednesday. Then it played around a little bit and yep, continued that momentum. Right now, literally, I took a buy here on Friday. I ain't even gonna hold you. So we had this push up here, the market just opened, it gapped down, but then shot back up. So GJ, I'm expecting this week to continue into this buy. Now, this is a very minor fib that I'm about to put on here, but it's gonna come back to this area. And then I expect this to go long term though. It's at negative 27 on major structure, okay? Which is, so you guys can see without hurting your eyes. So this impulse down here, this pulled back, this is a negative 27 to the side right here. Let me delete the fib, but I'll just put it on here. Do y'all see that? So right here, we're on this negative 27 on major structure, okay? I'm expecting GJ to do this pullback. Actually, let's just put a baby trend line on here. Let's say slow trend line.
And your major structure is that higher time frame structure?
Yes, absolutely. I'm about to mute somebody. I don't know. All right, Chanel, sis, I had to put you on mute, but if you got a question, you can take yourself off, okay? So yes, whoever just asked me about that major structure, yes, it is. So right here, well, yeah, that lines up perfectly with that trend line. So literally for GJ, and my students and I, like, there is a such thing as overall structure and minor structure. On these calls, I typically give out minor structure because that is the right now money, okay? And I know that sometimes people hop on, like literally in the trades on these calls, so I try to give like that right now money. But I do want to just say, be aware of this low right here. So whoever just asked me about my major structure, I'm going to draw a few of them out, and then I'm going to draw minor structure in different colors so you can see them, okay? So my major structure for this first impulse that was back here, right? It was here, then I had a negative 27 here. That's literally the TP, which was a monthly trend line that's back there, all right? This downtrend structure, which, I mean, everybody that trades M and Ws, you could clearly see this is an M. I don't really subscribe to them just because it's not my whole like way I trade. I do fibs. And that's another thing. If you're new to this call and new to trading just in general, stick with one methodology and it's going to help your trading. Okay, period, point blank. And it doesn't have to be my methodology. I use Fibonacci for everything because they ain't never failed me. And that's how I make my money. So I don't care what nobody else does. I don't care what anybody else trades. I don't care if somebody does Rankos, Elliott Wave, Ichimoku Cloud. I don't care because fibs make my money and that's literally my bread and butter. All right. But if there's a way in which you've learned how to trade prior to hopping on this call, okay, my thing is to master whatever it is that you do, because hopping from strategy to strategy is not about to make you successful. All right. So right here, this is where I have GJ going. I have it going into a buy. That's a good little, I don't know, that's a minor structure though. So let's say a good little 100 pips. All right. From that retest that just really just happened actually a few minutes ago. But this is the low that I want y'all to be aware of, okay? So y'all see how this negative 61.8 is right here? This could come back down and retest this area one more time. You see how this low came down here, even though it wicked down, it didn't actually hold down there. It came back and respected the area that it's sitting on right now. But anytime you're looking at price, you got to always understand that it came down there for a reason. So you never want to count it out. All right. So I just am one of them traders, like you need to be aware of everything. And that's always how you protect your equity and your capital. Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Absolutely.
Great. All right. So let's go to, let's do our continuations first, because we had talked about EJ last week also. So EJ, pretty much it was the same thing, like literally that Friday. We had, this was a minor structure that was like, These were minor structure fibs all in here, all right here. Then Friday, I mean, not Friday, Sunday, last Sunday, the market was here. And I said price is going to pull back and then come here. But then I said, wait for the continuations because everything again had ended in so much bearish momentum the Friday before last. So we see this literally pushed all the way down. It came to negative 61.8. We had divergence right there also on minor structure. And then it pushed up, literally retested this trend line right here. This is, me and my students marked this up this morning. All right, so this didn't actually make it all the way down to this little previous high right here, but is Matt seeing on this call?
Yes, Jess.
All right, girl, your trade played out, okay?
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, okay? So, EJ, I literally just had it pulling back and then coming to this little resistance level right here. It actually already hit that resistance level. So look and see if this bullish momentum continues up, but just be aware that this is resistance right here, so it could reject. All right, but I do have EJ in a buy overall, but again, because it's at this resistance, you see right here and right here, there was consolidation literally here. All right, same thing can happen over here. So just like EJ not the cleanest just because this first part already kind of like pushed up. What? How many hours is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. It's about to be 9. So yeah, that's a miss. Well, we missed that one, but expect a little bit of consolidation here before the continuation of that. All right. Let's talk about the DXY. All right, the dollar. I have this dropping literally, let's say to this is gonna drop to about, yeah, it's gonna drop to here. This level of resistance was never tested as support. This has to fall, okay? So I'm looking for this to literally push down here, all right? Which means everything aside from the US dollar, or everything with the US dollar as the base is going to rise, everything is with the US dollar as the quote is going to fall. Okay. But of course, that's relative to the strength that, you know what I'm saying, of course, you're looking at. But let's just say, is this a level? Yeah, this is kind of like a little level of support that's forming right here. It isn't quite finished yet. It could push up to this little, this is a ghost pattern. All right, so if y'all new to this call, I use ghost patterns for everything. I just thank God for the ability to see into the future. That kind of sound weird, but it just gives me a visualization of what's going to happen. And then just over time, that's how I like literally perfected my trades. So, let's just show real quick. So all of these that just played out is just past trades that I take. And then that's literally how I got my confidence to place like larger, I guess, lot sizes when I was like in the matriculate. Okay, who just wrote on my screen? Like, that's so disrespectful. Why? Like, why would you do that? So let me just stop this permission. Give me a second. All right. Okay, back to the call. Can y'all be like, the call is free and it's to help people get money, so why would you disrespect it? Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, stop playing games. No, sorry, Jesse, man. I ain't trying to.
No, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you looking out for me. So say.
Yeah, seriously, y'all, man. No disrespect, everybody, but stop playing games, man. This woman take her time out every Sunday to bless us, man, and teach us the skills and give us live trades, man. Stop playing games, man. Before I come find you, forgive me.
Who said that?
It's me, it's Phil, man. John from DC.
John coming for y'all. Period. I appreciate
you know how we do out here in the city.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, seriously, that's some kid stuff right there, man. This ain't etch a scratch, man. Get up out of here.
Thank you so much. Yeah, please, like, guys, this is really like, I really just be trying to bless people and give them money for the week. So please just, I mean, it's no reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's stupid. But anyway, so let's talk about gold from last week. Remember last week, gold was right here. It was kind of in a little ascendant channel. I was like, look for this to push back to the trend line, and I had gold still rising. So it hit our negative 61.8 perfectly. It didn't actually follow this exact bars pattern, but it pulled back to our trend line perfectly, then pushed up, consolidated a little bit, then actually hit it over here. Then we had the break and retest of our 1 hour trend line. I had a sell from there. After it hit my negative 27, I was kind of done with gold for the week. All right. Now, this is the thing. Gold has been consolidating all last week. Like after we had that push up, this was literally Sunday. All right. Going into Monday was when we had this little minor fall right here. Then we had our break and retest. I think this was like Monday morning. No, this was actually Tuesday, because the fall was Monday. Yep. All right. So this was Monday. All right. So Tuesday was when we had this like push down right here. And then for the rest of the week, y'all already see gold was consolidating between these two ranges right here. I'm sorry, my throat is like itching and I don't know why. But this is a triangle formation that's forming. I'll connect these. The low actually broke off right here already. I was telling my students that this can hit this negative 61.8 and then possibly push back up and test this high again before dropping long term. But I don't have a full out analysis on gold as of yet, just because, mind you, one, we're near a monthly level, which y'all already know means consolidation. The main way that you don't lose trades in trading is you always need to understand and know where you are in the market. So something I try to explain to my students when I'm talking to them is like, if somebody just literally, I'm assuming nobody on this call is from like North or South Dakota, okay? Because it's just a very odd place. So if somebody just put us all in the middle of North or South Dakota, okay, we're gonna be lost. We ain't gonna know where we going. And we all gonna be like, where we at? Like, what is happening right now, okay? That is exactly how you are in the market. That is how you have to be. You have to know where you are at all times. Like, when the market ends on Friday, I know where it's going on Sunday, okay? When you understand where you are, it puts you in a position to understand the flow of the market and how it moves, because this is the thing, right? If you're near a monthly or a weekly level, if somebody says, take a sell at this, right? And you take a sell and then it sells and then literally it reverses all the way back and then it just gave all your money back to the market. You're gonna be like, damn, I should have put my stop loss in profit, or I should have closed this trade. Like, there are so many people that just got that story. But if you always understand where you are in the market, is there. You know what I'm saying? The market always tells you where it's going next. The market tells a story at all times. So right here, we near a monthly level, which is why it's consolidating the way that it is. Okay. So again, after this breaks out fully, like this isn't even really a clean break for me. So I'm actually going to refrain from this right now. I can give y'all an update in the week, but also just remember something else that I told y'all, like anytime something does a big push, okay, there's always going to be a resting period, just like you guys in life, right? If somebody just exerted a lot of energy running like a 10-mile, well, not 10 miles. That was a little bit of a stretch, but somebody just ran a few miles, or if somebody just did some hard sprints, after they gonna take a break or they gonna walk it off. You know what I'm saying? So if the market just literally did this big push, okay, and then it pushed back up, like literally this is where we're resting. Make sense? And it's just way cleaner trades right now. I don't know why my throat is just so bad, but it's just way cleaner setups, way cleaner trades right now. So again, I'll give you guys an update on gold. I do foresee gold buying a little bit more fundamentally, just because of like what's happening with COVID and stuff like that. But if this breaks and retest drops down, then I would expect literally a sell to this little support zone right here. All right, but I need an actual like push. So the first one is, this is the first fib. It already hit negative 27. I want to see it come to negative 61.8. After it comes to negative 61.8, again, it could push up again, but let's just like wait on that. All right. Then my next push would be, I would put this at this new low, and this is where I'm talking about lining up with this. But this is a little bit long term. Again, we don't have like, it's definitely going to break out this week because it consolidated all last week, but I just need more data. Okay. So how you like literally trade is you don't trade just because the market's open. You trade when your setup is ready for you. Okay. So this is just not ready yet. I literally traded USD CAD last week. We haven't talked about USD CAD in a long time, but I'm gonna talk about it just because it was popping last week. Okay. And remember, I just told y'all the DXY is dropping, literally USD CAD's dropping right now. So that makes perfect sense. But let's talk about it. All right, I'm gonna go over major structure and minor structure on this. Did I do this last week? Did I talk about USD CAD last week?
Not really.
No.
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 All right, because it's a whole bunch of, like, I feel like this is the best pair for me to explain major and minor structure for people that's completely new. All right, so follow the lines that I'm about to draw because it's gonna make sense. All right, negative 61.8 is my take profit for everything. All right, so if you're new, again, listen to what I'm saying and don't really let it confuse you. But we had all of this bearish momentum in the past. This was the past. All right. I'm not going to go too in depth with this over here to the left because these were all little minor structure fibs in here. And I know a whole bunch of them on top of each other can look kind of crazy, but it was a whole bunch of divergence. Me and my best friend Philip was literally waiting on his buy for forever on USD CAD. And again, the more something consolidates, the bigger the push is going to be. The bigger the push is, the more something consolidates. So y'all see how long like this was just like falling. It would consolidate it for a little bit of while, and then we literally had our shoot up. All right. So let me explain USD CAD. I'm gonna draw the structure and everything. So our point A to point B, price pull back. Okay. This is our major structure. Well, really, this is like a 1 hour structure, but this is our major structure here. So we have point A to point B, price pull back, and then we hit our negative 61.8. Now in that, okay, we had a whole bunch of baby fibs that were going on. All right. And every time one got to our negative 61.8, we had our minor structure pulls back inside of that. Does that make sense? All right. Y'all see that? So that's a little minor structure, like that's a whole minor structure trade, all right, that happened right there. But then we have a 30-minute structure inside of that that hit that negative 61.8. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so I'm just kind of showing y'all like structure inside of structure. And if anybody trades Elliott wave, I don't, but it's kind of equivalent to y'all whole like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E, like all of that stuff that y'all be having going on in that. But where we are right now is we had this, it's really just a continuation of this push over here from the left. I just didn't actually draw a fib on there, but it was this. All right. If y'all see that, this was a point A to point B price pullback and just hit our negative 27. Our negative 27 was literally hit. I was awake. It was about like 4 a.m. I don't even know why the dollar was pushing like that in the middle of the night, but this was about 4 a.m. that it kind of hit that area up there. And then we just been falling ever since. Okay. So this happened literally the remainder of Friday and then up until now. But just like I said about the DXY, let me go back to it. All right. I'm expecting the DXY to drop here. So I'm expecting USD CAD to literally push down a little bit. Now, y'all know my other two favorite pairs, EU and GU. Okay. What does that mean for them? I'm looking for buys on them this week. EU isn't as clear as GU is, even though I'm definitely expecting this little push on EU. Last week, we were at this trend line. EU was so clear last week, okay? We were at this trend line bounce. We already like surpassed this little negative 61.8 right here. So we had hit this little trend line. Then I told everybody, okay, it's gonna fall to this like previous resistance that was there. All right, so it fell there and then retested, dropped some more. just because the US dollar, remember, was like getting stronger and stronger last week. And that was because of I don't know why my throat hurts so bad right now. I'm so sorry. But that was because of what was it? Oh, COVID. So what happened last week is first off, the numbers, the Delta variant got bad at the like later last week, okay? But there were so many things that was happening last week, like fundamentally, okay? And I don't want to confuse people with fundamentals, but there was a lot that was happening fundamentally last week that caused like literally the US dollar to rise, which was a beautiful thing because we had not been seeing any strength in like a little while. But that's why EU kept dropping. That's why GU kept dropping. So let me just push to GU real quick just because it's more clear than EU. I'm expecting this to push up for sure. I'm gonna put a minor structure trend line on here, kind of like I have on the GJ one. I think that GJ and oh, that's ugly. Let me redo that little bars pattern. I think that EU and GU are the cleanest of the week. And I'm looking for GU to push up like, it'll be like this. Okay. Actually, hold on. I need a better one. I might have to just put two together. Oh no, this is cute. This one will work. All right. Right here. Okay. This was going to happen first. All right. Then once we hit this trend line, we can have a little pullback, then a break and retest up into the zone. This is a little long-term though. And y'all know I hate giving y'all long-term plays until we have confirmation for them. And that is because people, when you anticipate the market, you're guessing, okay? Especially if you don't have anything to back it up. We trade what we see, not what we think, all right? Trading what you think will always get you smacked, all right? You need to trade what you see at all times. So that's why I like literally take it step by step, even though you can really like, once you've been doing this for so long, really the market kind of just repeats itself and patterns repeat itself. But again, I always like to have just confirmation for stuff, but look for it to do something like that after that little break and retest. Okay. What time is it? Dang, it was only 30 minutes today. But them the setups for the week. All right. Again, just carry GU to here for now. All right, because we can, after we have this trend line, you don't want to give your profits back to the market. Expect a pullback after that trend line's hit. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
No, we good.
No?
We need some water, Jess.
How do we get access to your mentorship?
Hold on one second. Yo, I don't know why my throat hurts so bad. Like,
Just you making my throat itch.
like I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Like, that's crazy. I don't got COVID though.
Hey, get some tequila.
So what?
Tequila, lime, and salt. Or
Not
Cognac.
or you can get
She said
some
cognac.
puncheon.
Oh, she said cognac. I thought she said an onion. I said what?
How to get access to your mentorship?
Okay, so I do it based off of emails, just for people that hop on this Sunday call. So the thing about social media, so first off, let me just say this first off, okay? I don't take students from scratch, so you have to hop on these calls consistently just because you kind of gotta have to know how I trade in order to take it because it's not a beginner-friendly course, and I'm very particular about my students also. But I do have a basics course coming out actually in September if you don't have the basics yet. Now, as far as my one-on-one mentorship, it goes by emails. So every now and then on these Sunday calls, I'll like drop my email and say like, I'm gonna call y'all this week or something, and then people just drop it. Right now, I haven't called July's people. Yeah, we went through June already. This week, I'm gonna be calling July's people. Yeah, we haven't gotten to August.
Hey, Miss Jessie.
Hi.
Hi. You mentioned you're gonna call July people. I did send you an email. I didn't put my phone number on it. Do I need to send you my phone number?
Yeah, you definitely need to do that.
Okay, I'll do that after that.
Okay, definitely do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I just sent it in June. I haven't gotten anything.
I definitely called June's people.
I sent you several emails in June. I haven't gotten anything.
I just want to say I'm gonna keep hopping on until I'm able to get to the mentorship.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Who's this last set? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay.
Stacey, you can stop recording, sis. Thank you so much.